What up, what up? sHiZ, iLog. I won't be able to upload these videos for a while. Some major computer issues and internet issues. But I'm still recording, and it's still on my phone. But the topic I want to discuss today is about Skype and Microsoft Lync. And if I was Microsoft, I would like to start a new it'll still be an iLog, but it'll be in a separate category called If I Was Microsoft. If I was Microsoft, since Microsoft now owns Skype, and they also own the old communicator system, which they converted over to Microsoft Lync, which was, for those of you who don't know, Microsoft Lync is a combination of Microsoft Office Live Meeting, or which is called Microsoft Live Meeting, and Microsoft Office Communicator 2007 R2. They took two completely separate services. Live Meeting was completely hosted by Microsoft. And a lot of companies use that service in order to host meetings, but it wasn't tied to your Active Directory. It was almost like having a separate account, and I believe you had to have a Windows Live ID in order to have it, and the administrators of Live Meeting can assign certain privileges to start their own rooms, and anybody in the public can join the meetings on a web browser or a Live Meeting client that people can download. It was a great service, and a lot of companies used it for years. It kind of reminds me of Citrix and what's the other? Oh, WebEx. WebEx has a similar feature as well. So, but that's Microsoft Lync. It also combined Microsoft Communicator. A lot of companies will either had the online service, which was Business Productivity Online Services, BPOS, or they used the on-premise version, and it was simply a instant messenger between their co-workers. And they can also host meetings, audio, video chats, and also share desktop. And that's what Microsoft Lync does. It combines the best of both worlds of Live Meeting and Communicator, and they call it Lync. It's a great service. Now, Microsoft also had Windows Live Messenger. I liked it. I like Windows Live Messenger, especially since they added more strict protocols for spamming. I know when I first got Windows Live Messenger, it was heavy in spam, but that's been fixed over time. And same thing with Skype, when Skype was on it all to itself. And so when Microsoft purchased Skype, now you have to, kind of get rid of your Windows Live Messenger, and you're using Skype. And Skype is now your Windows Live Messenger, your old Skype account, and it also does Facebook. So you can also integrate Facebook into the same system. Great service, and I like Skype. Skype is a great audio-video messenger. It's open to the public, and it's free. And the only thing you got to pay for is certain features like calling to landline phones and cell phones. That's all. And if you want to call outside the country to an actual phone. Now, if I was Microsoft, what I will do is I would take I would not get rid of Skype, and this is what I would do. I would call it Microsoft Skype Link or something like that. That can be the Pro version. And so the Pro service is that you will sign up with, just like how they're going to do with the subscription-based Microsoft Office 2013, is that you sign up for a Pro version. So if all you want is Skype Lync type setup for your company, and you don't need Exchange and like that. You can sign up with that, but you're actually getting Skype. Skype is your corporate communicator for the company. Now, imagine this. If you integrate Skype and Lync, Lync will become the ultimate system. So think about Microsoft Lync as a pro version of Skype. It's the same client. It's nothing different. But what makes it different is the service, that you pay for. The free version is free. You just get a Windows Live ID. You create your username, and then you go with Skype. And then if your company subscribes to a corporate version, you will log in with your Office 365 credentials or your corporate credentials if you're using Active Directory Federation services. Now, there's a couple other things that I've seen. There's a service called Zello. My wife and I are using it on our Android phones. It's available for download on Android and iOS devices. It is also available for download on a Windows PC. It is not available for Windows 8 RT, which means Metro version, and it's not available yet for Windows Phone. Now, looking at Zello is like a walkie-talkie, but it's done through the internet. So a person can be across the world, on the other side of the world, and you're pretty much using it like a walkie-talkie. Now, I believe it was Sprint, or the company before, the Sprint bought a company out. Can't remember the name of it. But I think it was Sprint that came out with it, where it had a way where you can talk to another person in the same cellular network. So if you have it set up right, you can talk to your corporate buddies or your workmates. And it was a great walkie-talkie type service. A lot of people use it instead of calling somebody. Instead of calling that person and hanging up with them, you just press a button and it went through the cell towers. It was Talk to Talk, I think it was called. It was called Talk to Talk. Now, smartphones didn't have that feature. It was only available for just regular cell phones like flip phones and just regular phones. It wasn't a feature for smartphones. But they have apps for that though. And Zello is one of them. Zello is, I think it's kind of fun actually, because sometimes, okay, I want to call my wife, but I don't necessarily want to dial her phone number and then wait for her to answer. She answers the phone, and then we talk, and then we get off. I mean, it's only like a 30-second phone call. That is not needed. Sometimes you just want to say, "Hey, babe, what's up? Hey, what do you want me to pick up from the store? Hey, I pick up some, some carrots and some peas. All right, cool. I'll be home in a second." That's a walkie-talkie type deal. Sometimes you don't need to turn on your Skype and actually have a full-fledged two-way phone call. Zello is perfect for just that quick, hey, what's up? I'm doing good. All right. What information do you have? And then close the call. And that's it. You're done. The call's done. And Zello is perfect, especially if I'm at work. Okay, my wife has Zello turned on. I'm at work and it's turned on. Sometimes I just want to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, babe, I love you," and then close the call. And that's it. And it's done. She'll send me a message back, and she says what she wants to say. Perfect, right? So here's what I'm thinking. And I know I'm going on for a long time here. My phone's telling me that I'm at 15% battery, so I got to be quick on this. What I'm thinking is that Skype. Now imagine if Microsoft Lync actually used the Skype client, okay? But you log in with your corporate credentials or your Office 365 credentials. Boom, you're logged into Skype, okay? And administrators can determine if you're federated with Windows Live users or Skype users, or if you only can talk within the corporate network. So that's already a secure setting that the corporate administrators can set. Plus, keep in mind that for those of you who are worried that people will log in with their Skype credentials, that you can set up a policy on the computer through Windows Intune or whatever system you use, so that the user of your corporate computers can only log in with their Office 365 credentials or their corporate credentials. In fact, Skype will log in automatically when they turn on Skype, because if they're logging with their corporate credentials using Active Directory, it will automatically log them into Skype, and they can't log in as anything else. Okay, so I really think that Microsoft Lync should be a service, but the client itself is Skype. Hear me out. So instead of downloading Microsoft Lync client, I can download Microsoft Skype and sign in to my Microsoft Lync account. And with administrative settings, if administrator allows it, a user can also log in with their Windows Live credentials and have their Skype contacts, their Windows Live contacts, Facebook contacts, and their corporate contacts all in the same application. Now, another thing is they need to find out a way to make it quicker to launch Skype on other devices. Skype is a very hefty program. When you launch it, it takes a very long time for it to launch, even on the quickest phone, the Galaxy S3, Galaxy Note, the fastest phones out there. Still takes a long time. What's great about Windows Phone is that I think that was taken away for a moment, but as far as I know, it was part of the People Hub. So your Skype isn't turned on at all. But if someone sends you a message through Skype or wants to make a voice call through Skype, it activates a notification. You answer the call, and then it launches Skype. And then it takes a few minutes, and that's what I don't like. It takes a few minutes to launch Skype. I think they should come up with a way where it's a lot quicker. Okay, so, but what's great about Skype is I got my Facebook contacts there. I got my my Facebook, my Windows Live contacts, and Skype contacts all in one, as if it's one system. And I think that's great. It'll be interesting if they can somehow integrate Microsoft Lync if the administrators of the Lync admin portal, whether it's on their on-premise setup or in the cloud, they can tell if the user is able to do this or not. To keep it, for companies that want more security, I think that's something that they can add. Also, federation with Skype. One thing that I haven't really tested out yet, I don't know if this works. I've already integrated my Windows Live with my Skype already. Now, if I add my Windows Live ID as a contact to Lync, will it work? But can you add a username of Skype? Will it work? And so, add a contact to Lync. There should be a setting, because, what if I don't know their Windows Live ID or their Outlook.com ID or whatever it is called now? I don't know that information. So I should be able to search by username in Microsoft Lync. That's if they don't integrate Skype, of course. And I can add a Skype contact to my Microsoft Lync for total federation with Skype. Now, here's something else. Office 365 Lync does not have open federation with Yahoo, AIM, and Google Talk. Now, here's the difference though. If you have an on-premise Lync server, you can purchase plugins from Microsoft so that you can talk to Yahoo ID users, Yahoo Messenger users. You can talk to Google Talk users. I believe. And you can also talk to AIM users through your Microsoft Lync client. But you cannot do that in Office 365, which is the cloud version. So that is a feature that Microsoft has mentioned long time ago. Long time ago, they mentioned that they were going to add those features to the Office 365 administration panel, so that the administrators can add federation to Yahoo, AIM, and Google Talk. I think that would be a great idea if they added that, so that I can talk to other users. For instance, a company that doesn't use Office 365. What if they use Google Apps? I can add their Google App username or login and talk to a Google App corporation. It shouldn't be a problem. And Google should not block it either. Damn it, Google. Google's been tripping lately. Seriously, they have. I can say a lot about Microsoft, but Google lately, they have been tripping, and they need to stop. But anyway, that's a whole different topic there. I'm at 16 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and end this iLog with a peace out.